Hello and welcome to another Wargame Red Dragon video with me, Bubblebox, and today we're on the 1v1 map, Plunjing Valley, although we're playing 3v3, so it's going to be a nice battle. I'm heading up the middle into Bravo, and I'm playing with Pakistan and Killer Karaoke, excuse me, and I'm playing a generalised blue 4 deck today. No specialities at all, just a general blue 4 deck. Got some nice units, some nice tanks especially, some nice anti-air. Not too big on the aircraft with this deck. And looks like Pakistan is going up the left side and Killer Karl Kruk is going up the right side. Now the people we were playing, we thought initially they were a team, although later we found out that two of them were a team, this guy Isis and Oranging whatever his name is. You can see they've got nice ranks as well, so they're quite decent players. And then they've got Vlad the Impaler as well. Or Vlad Impaler. So I'm sort of kind of turtling up a little bit, not going too mad, not pushing forward too far, because I do realise these are good players with the ranks that they've got, so don't want to rush forward. I've got a couple of nice crow towels. I do spot choppers on the left, so I kind of move my crow towels across, perhaps in case Pakistan needs a little bit of help over there. And I've got another AMX-30 Rolands. I've got a couple of them, which I have already split down. I've got a Hempt up there. Mainly that's for resupply for the Crotels actually, although I left it kind of in the middle there at the start. Got some recon up the front there with some Marines in a little clump with my Leopard 2A4 and a little K1 over in the corner, just moving my Roland just to protect my air there. My K1s initially spot some motor strelkers that have just been dropped out of this BTR 90 and take some pops at that. And I'll just bring my Roland up forward. On the right, looks like Killer has taken Alpha, and on the left, Pakistan is currently having some problems in Foxtrot. Looks like the enemy have managed to gain control, so it's all level. And then my K1 gets attacked, and it gets a big hit, and I immediately just pull it back, because this must be a big tank to do that to the front of a K1, because the K1's armour isn't too shabby at 17 front armour, and it took a few good health points, and you can see it gets another hit there, takes another 3 health points out. So I haven't quite got eyes on this tank yet, but it must be a decent one. So I just pull that K1 back, use my Hempt hopefully to just get that back, the health of that back up again. Now they're moving forward probably with those motor Strelky that we spotted. I spot that with my nice Marine Jaeger recon squad here. I've got a little VAB sitting there, although it might be a bit close. And these are a little bit exposed, I guess. We've got a little bit of everything here, so we've got a bit of AA in case a chopper comes. But a big bomb in there could destroy those things, so I've got to be a little bit careful. On the left, we're under some severe pressure. We've got some Navy SEALs out on the far left just to protect our left flank with Pakistan. Although he's just bringing his chaparrals back, so you don't want to lose all your units, and he's bringing some more infantry in. It looks like he's having a bit of a battle for the front of Foxtrot. Yeah, look, just some infantry in there, some Lijuans, and there's something else in there as well. So he's having a bit of a battle over there, whereas Killer Karaoke, or Killer, I'll call him Killer, he's putting his longbow out so they can't flank us. He's got a Black Hawk out there, because this black map is really really wide, and definitely flanking can be going on. There's an Su-24 coming in there, going to bomb his rifleman perhaps. He is moving them forward. Hopefully he'll move them out of range. No, that'll hit nothing. Or is he going for the Lav C2? Yeah, he's going for the command position and takes it out. So they're doing pretty good. They are in the lead at this point, 365 points to 135. And you can see that tank is in fact a T-72B. Quite a decent tank, not as big as I thought it would be, but it has got quite a punch to it with an AP power of 85 points each. When I spotted that, I brought in a Mars just to have a go at it, and you can see I've took some nice health out of it. In fact, I nearly destroyed one. Then they bring forward their BTR, so I just nudge forward my Leopard 2A4, and they immediately withdraw that. So you can see they're fairly decent players. I bring my Fab forward just to try and keep eyes on that for my Leopard 2. Managed to take one of them out, although I do lose my VAB. And hopefully I'll get the other BTR. And then the K1 I move forward just to engage this B1. There's a PT-85 spotting for that T-72 as well. So again, the K1 manages to take out one of the T-72s, the one that was on 1 health point. And then I immediately bring it back because it has taken another hit. I just want to get that healthed up. I also evacuate my Leopard, my AMX Roman, and my Commander Reeves from this group of trees here, because against blue players, once they know you're there, it's a good idea to move somewhere else, because they might well arty that or bomb it or something. On the right, we have lost that command there, so we're sort of getting a little bit behind in points now. We're behind in the points as well, although he's got kind of nice control over half of Alpha. Now, we were really struggling over this side, and we're still struggling a little bit. He is desperately trying to get some infantry and get control of the south side of Foxtrot. Well, it looks like there's another bomber perhaps coming in here. I'm going to try and bomb that. He hasn't got a lot of AA over here. His chaps are right back here as a microtel. Oh, it's a B5. Okay. That's going to do some serious damage. Did it drop? It did drop. It might just miss. Managed. Oh, actually, the splash damage managed to take out everything. Wow. Okay, that's how powerful those B5 bombs are. Now, I don't normally play points destruction, mainly because I think it turns into a bit of a snipe fest where you kind of you're just kind of sniping units here and there because you don't want to commit too much. I much prefer total destruction, like for 50 minutes or something like that, whereby basically you have a very, very good chance of either getting completely destroyed or completely destroying your enemy. But I did play this one because I was invited by Pakistan to play it, so I thought I'd give it a go, although I don't normally play points games very much. So I am being a little bit more cautious than I normally would be, setting up my defense in the middle. Still got that T-72B1. I'm probably just waiting to reload my Mars. In fact, I bought in another Mars, so I'm going to double Mars that T-72B1. In the meantime, he's trying to move his motor Strelky over, probably to try and attack my units in this tree line here, but I have moved them out of that tree line, and my Leopard 2 is getting some nice shots off on those motor Strelky now. There's another, and then it takes them down 15 points. Poor guys. So my K1 is back to full health, so I don't think I've lost a unit yet. I'm not sure. And hopefully my Mars is ready to fire. Pakistan has moved his chap a little bit further forward, just in case that B5 comes back. And he looks like he's bombed with an Eagle into there. I think that got out, and he's brought some more infantry in to try and take that building. And it looks like somebody, Killer, has managed to get some Rangers from this Black Hawk all the way across over near their base, which is excellent. Because, as I say, flanking is a definite possibility on this map, so you've got to be really careful. So I'm just resupplying my Leopard and my Rolands with this hemp to make sure they're fully healthed up. And my Mars, at last, fire on this B1. It is fully healthed up, so he has taken that back and resupplied it and then brought it back forward again. I don't think he knows I can see it. But yeah, it's not really getting hit. That one will hit, surely. Yeah, that takes another health point out. And then I've actually hit one there on it, and I hit one of the Marses just slightly behind because I knew that he would retreat it. And I've taken something out there, very fortuitous for 85 points. I'm not sure what that was. And you can see it's gone out of sight now, but I'm still bombing at the back there as well. And I'll reload those Mars using my allies' fobs. I haven't got a fob in this deck, in fact. This deck that I'm using here is an interesting one because it's kind of... when I did the deck building video with Vulcan, you heard him talk about his 3-push strategy with tanks, AA, and recon. And that's kind of what I'm trying to do here, although I haven't got lots of points to bring out lots of tanks yet. But this deck I'm using, and hopefully I'll do maybe a deck review of it. It's called... I call it my... Oh, they're smurshing. They're smurshing our base in the hope of getting... actually they're probably trying to attack my Mars, but I have moved them. Yeah, I call it my 3-push on steroids because I've got so many good tanks, AA and recon in here, very few planes, no fob. Basically it's meant to be a very mobile and resource friendly kind of, with lots of, you can get the resources to the front line very quickly, although I don't use it to its full effect in this game. Now, meantime, Killer is getting his Rangers into position. They're not the fastest moving Rangers, but they're getting in there slowly. How fast do they move, in fact? Yeah, just 25 Ks. He's got a nice position here. We just need to get a command, really, into Alpha. And on this side, they've still got control. Oh, there's a bomber coming in. Looks like they're bringing their bombers. I wonder if one of these is a B5. Now, I've got my... Unfortunately, my Crowtails are right over there. So he sent in an Su-24 first. And then a rocket plane. This is attacking my Leopards. Yeah, surely. But my Rolands have got a shot off, stunned it. Hopefully we'll take it out. Yep, managed to take that one out for 70 points. So we've managed to claw ourselves back into this game. Vlad the Impaler, by the way, did leave the game, I believe. Pakistan just left with the two best players. So Pakistan, so we've got 615. We've managed just to overtake them, but it's very close. And then I move my Commander Marines just to jump them forward slightly and spot another big tank, a T-80U. So the Mars are going to come into play again very shortly. So at least we can see where their big tanks are and not have to worry too much. In the meantime, Pakistan on the left side is still having a bit of an infantry battle for Foxtrot. He has managed to get some Marines now into these buildings, so he is making progress, bringing a Hempt up just to try and buff up these Marines here. And he's bringing in his bomber, his Eagle again. Just looks like he's going for this place just here. Not sure if he's taking any AA. His flares are going. He manages to bomb there. I'm not sure if he hit anything. Should we have a quick look? No, actually, they pulled them back. Yeah. Yeah, I'll have a little look at the map before I go back to my perspective. So that T-80U is still in vision. And I'm about to fire my Mars upon it, and I'm bringing in another Leopard 2A4. Now, the reason I don't jump my Commander Marines forwards is because I don't think that is in range of their RPGs, and if they're spotted, that T-80U will just hit them and take some units out. But anyway, the Mars, both the sets of Mars this time, are firing right on that spot to try and take out this T-80U, if not damage it kind of beyond usefulness. But it is down to 1 point. That one looks close. Yeah, managed to take that out. 155 points. Gives us a couple of 100 points lead now. On the right, they've kind of come round and flanked Killer a little bit on the side, but he's got these Black Hawks that he brings in just to try and take out. And it doesn't look like they've got any AA infantry backing up on this flank, and their Yuki Ondai look a bit weak right now. He's got his light rifleman in there, should take out this truck surely. There goes an RPG. Oh, gets a hit, doesn't take it out. Hopefully another one. Down to 3 health points. They have managed to find his Lav C2, which he has now put back in there. Another RPG, missed. His Lav 2 is getting hit, but managed to take them out with his Black Hawks. Nice use of the transport choppers there. I should be able to take this S-Youth out surely. What's the armor like on that thing? Another RPG, manages to take it out. Yeah, nice. Okay, so he's okay there. I'm okay on the front line. I do actually start to bring my Crotals, which I've lost one somewhere online. I did lose one of my Crotals. I'm not sure what happened, but he's moving forward, his Rangers, and he's got an Abrahams here. So I just put my Crotal forward a little bit, because I know there's those B5s floating around everywhere. So, and I just bring this AMX forward, although that area is immediately smirched. And the Rangers have actually spotted a Tunguska coming in. So he's smirching, and unfortunately I just moved my AMX Roland into there, so that's going to have to get retreated and resupplied. In the meantime, Pakistan is making progress now on the left. He's nearly lost his Rangers group, unfortunately. But you can see, I bet there's a lot of AA in there, a lot of infantry in there. I think he dropped a bomb on there. Not sure. Now we've got 2 more tanks over here, T-72 B1s. My K1 isn't really going to be a match for both these guys. Might be a match for one of them, but not both of them. So I'll just bring it back. Hopefully I'll save it. It's down to 2 health points. They are coming forward, but they're not coming out of the trees, which is probably a good idea, because there's an Abrams right here on the left, and I move my Leopard. I see his Abrams is going to attack, so I move my Leopard forward, because we can take him from the flanks and get side shots. I think he just managed to take out their AA there. Is that a chopper? Yeah, there's a KA. Oh, it's a KA-52. There's a KA-52 there, and his chap actually, I think, must have managed to take that out. The Rangers have spotted a Smersh, and I didn't spot that in the game. Otherwise, I would have marsed them straight away, but unfortunately, I didn't spot them, and he didn't flare it because we're not on comms or anything. Then my Leopards come across Grooves. Now, these are dangerous against tanks close up, so I do get my Leopard. You can see how much damage they do. Another RPG from the VDV-90s. And take my tank, my Leopard, lovely Leopard 1A4, taken out by RPGs from the GRU and the VDV-90s. But I do know they're in there now. I've got some Commando Marines. I really want to take these Spetsnaz GRU recon squad out. So I'll just put my Marines a little bit forward and try leave them in there. I'll bring my Leopard 2A4 just to try and cover the open ground, but bump then into Motor Strelki. And again, they've got RPGs which can shoot at tanks, so I'm going to have to bring my tank back out of range of their RPGs, but still be able to hopefully fire upon them. So I have lost one of my big tanks, which will need to be replaced. But the Marses, I just keep firing and moving around the place. They're doing a very, very good job, those Mars. Now I also bring Roland, AMX Roland, up to the right hand side just to help Killer a little bit with a bit extra AA. He has brought in, he's put his Lav C2 over there now. He's moved it from over here, which is good. Some Iglas in there as well, shooting at what? Shooting at his Black Hawk. Oh, there's a BTR in there as well. But at least I can provide him with a little bit more AA and cover myself a little bit as well. My Crowtail's still okay over there on the left. And Pakistan is still having his infantry battle on the left. Nice infantry battle. And then, look at this. Killer spots their command with his Rangers. 10 Rangers against Jiwi bands. No competition unless they bomb it or get something in place really quickly. So he needs to get eyes on that. The B5 actually is coming. I don't know if that came in for a bombing run, but it's too close. So got a chance. Oh, he evacs it immediately. Look and realises it's too close. Oh, no, it did drop. Oh, I didn't think it dropped. And took out... Oh, wow. Okay. Wow, that was close to the S-ball. It actually managed to get his bombs off. But that bomb, the splash damage from that bomb may well have destroyed his infantry as well. His infantry command. I'm not sure what killed his infantry command. It might have been the splash damage from that B5 bomb. I'm not sure. The Marses are firing again. Spotted a few kind of vehicles, light tanks. I think they're light tanks or vehicles. I'm not sure. Let's have a look. Yeah, light tanks over here. Thought I'd just have a little bash at them. They do move them immediately. We've got some infantry in here. So look, you can see Pakistan gradually making a bit of headway, keeping his infantry backed up with his big Abrams that he's brought in at the beginning of the game. Take a few points down there myself. Got my Roland on the right. Not really pushing myself because I know they've got stuff in these trees. I don't want to risk. I've only got one Leopard, a Recon and one AA and some infantry. I've not got a lot up there. Most of my dosh in this points game is on Mars. And it's looking like it could be quite a long points game as well because we're already like, what was it, a 40-minute game at the start? So we're already like 20 minutes in. And we've only scored like 1,500 points. So this is quite a close game. So their command definitely went down in Echo somehow because they still haven't regained it. So they're going to have to regain that somehow, probably by bringing something back. And it looks like they may have... No, I'm not sure where they're going to bring it back from. Oh, it's back up. Okay, okay. Maybe it wasn't dead then. Not sure what happened there. Maybe they've just really completely moved it in case we artillery it. So in the meantime, I'm liking that Pakistan is gradually, slowly but surely getting himself forward. He's putting a Humvee up there. That's probably just to see if there's any ATGMs in these buildings. There's something in here shooting away, and he does stop his Humvee at that point. But he's got some recon in there now as well. And on this side, nothing much happening. Now it looks like they're trying to flank a little bit here perhaps. I'm just going to put it to neutral, so there's kind of a lull in the battling. So we'll have a look to see where their units actually are. And we can see they've not got masses here, but enough to hold back these Marines and a few smalls and stuff like that. And they've got a bit of recon there. They've got a BM-24 there as well, which is about to fire. And a couple of units on the flanks here. Just see where this BM-24, I imagine it's going to fire straight onto these buildings. Oh no, it's going for the Marines over here. Yeah, it's got some more Marines coming up there. Now, I didn't realise, of course, in the game that all they had here was some motor Strelki, although they have got a T-72B1. Of course, when I can't see any of this, I just assumed they had a few units scattered around in here. Otherwise, I probably would have pushed forward. Also, on the right-hand side, they're fairly well entrenched over here. Got a nice little battle, a nice little few units, or they could have done with sticking a command somewhere to prevent us getting more units. So let's go back to my perspective. So Pakistan bringing in more infantry. I'm bringing in, is that me? Yeah, bringing in a VAB with some infantry in, just to try and get into these trees, which of course I can't see if there's anything in there, but there are some motor strelki, of course, and another Crotal, because we like the Crotal, really long range against choppers, and does damage to aircraft very well as well if it gets in their range. So I'm just bringing those forward. Pakistan's just going to buff his units up a little bit. And I'll just speed the game up to ×2 just briefly, because it did lull a little bit at this point. I'll slow it down as soon as there's any action. But you can see Pakistan is just getting forward, trying to get into these. There's some tank chasseurs in there now. We'll slow it down. These things have got anti-tank weapons. Oh, we just missed them there. But they have got an anti-tank stroke HE weapon, which are really nice, although the squads are quite small. And there's a recon there. I don't know why he's moved it across there. I'm not sure. Also, Pakistan's Marines have bumped into some Yukiondes. Should be able to take out Yukiondes. So, oh, it's got an LVTP here as well, which is going to stun the hell out of them with its rocket launcher, grenade launcher. Now, there's an attack marker gone up here. It looks like they're trying to flank Killer Karyuk. Let's have a quick look at that. Oh, there's nothing there, in fact. Okay, don't know what that's all about then. So it looks like Pakistan has exposed what they've kind of got in and around this area. Don't know if what I'm doing with my Mars. I've actually moved them across here. Must have been. I think they were smurshing on and off up here. Now, what I have done though is this is my Leopard 2 here. This Leopard 2 command tank, huge tank, really cost me a lot of points in what is a points game. So 170 it cost me to bring this thing out, and I'm going to stick it on this corner to deny them the points for Foxtrot, and I'm pushing forward my Marines. I brought forward Commander Marines. I like these because their squads are 15 and they kind of last a long time. They can take a lot of damage. Smersh is coming in as well, just in the right spot, just where all my like anti-air Leopards, Crotals, and there's an SU-24 with its big bomber. Lovely spread on those bombs coming in. I do micro my Marines back as quick as I can, but I still lost 2 squads of them, unfortunately. And also there's the Smersh hitting at the back. So a big bomb at the front, Smersh at the back. I'm just trying to get my units out of the way. Hits my Crotals as well, which I've just brought in this second. And there's a Norov there as well, a little tank shooting at something. Not a very good tank, but a tank all the same. So Pakistan has now kind of got this guy pushed right back into the back of Foxtrot, and I'm about to get my Leopard 2 command tank into this corner. Now there's another SU-24 coming in. I mean, I really like the bombs on these things, because the spread on those 250 kilogram bombs is pretty amazing. Although this time it might go down because it's right into it. Yeah, it does go down this time. It's being a bit, and it's going for my Leopard. Yeah, although yeah. Yeah, it didn't really. 250 kilo bombs. Yeah, it's done damage, but nothing too terrible. Oh, and there's another bomb there. So my VABs have taken a hit, but it's just a VAB. I'm not too worried about that. Now, I split my Commander Marines at this point. I'm going to leave one here, and I'm going to shove one across here, just to scout out, see what's in here, and with my recon as well, just to keep an eye on this open ground. And yeah, Pakistan, he's trying to cut off, I think what he's doing with his Marines, he's kind of getting them as close as he can to try and cut off their resupply into this region. I've got my command tank on there now, so we're neutralizing Foxtrot. Killer Killer is kind of scouting around, trying to move forward, bringing some infantry in. Okay. Now, unfortunately, my Leopard did get damaged. My Crotal's out of ammo. My VABs are damaged, so I need some resupply to get them buffed up before I push forward, really. Now, the Mars is about to fire, one of them at least. I'm not sure where I'm aiming at this time. Perhaps I think I'm probably helping Killer a little bit. Maybe firing over here, trying to get rid of any armoured trucks and things that might hamper him when he tries to push forward into the town. Let's have a look. Yeah, indeed, I think that's what I did plan to do. What I did do here. Just firing one of them, keep the other one loaded. Don't know if I actually take anything out. I might take out this recon vehicle. Must be very lightly armoured. If it gets a hit. Down to 1 health. And his cargo trucks could do with going down as well. But then he's got his Abrams there now, look, just covering the road. It's going to side shot anything that comes down this road now. Unless they bomb it, of course, which they may well do. So I've got my Commander Marines here, bringing these just coming through and just checking out this tree line here as well. Nicely positioned M1, A1, HA Abrams. Oh, we're going to take out those Liege Ones, no problem. But there's two planes coming in here. Oh, let's have a look, see if they do. He brings this Abrams back. Whoa, nice hits. That's nice play there. This Q5, I can't even remember what they are, those Q5Ds. I'll have to check them out after this commentary. They certainly took out that tank. Very, very nice. Nice play. But he's still got them surrounded anyway, and he's still got an LVTP here, especially if they come forward. Yeah, it's those what's left of those Lijuans should get taken out by this rocket launcher. It's got a little machine gun. Yeah, very nice. So in the meantime, I've just got a hemped up just to resupply my crotals, and these are the bits and pieces around here. And I really just taking my Mars across to get resupplied, and then I'm just going to have to bring some more units in before I do my little push forward. Looks like they've got some choppers. No, I'm not sure what that was. They've got some units out here just protecting their flanks off their little scare and echo. Pakistan flying a Prowler around, which immediately gets taken down, although it's followed by a bomber. Eagle bomber. Surely take some units out. But there's definitely some AA, maybe radar, I don't know, but certainly some rocket AA at the back here that took out, I think it took out his Prowler. So Killer Karaoke has managed, I didn't see it, but he's managed to kind of push forward a bit. He's got some rangers right up here, so now he can see any recon, anything coming down this road, although most of the resupply will probably come through this route down here. In the meantime, I haven't really moved anything, but I have put my K1 really forward, and now I'm bringing my Crow Tower forward, and I thought, well, they're bringing planes in now, so I better bring my Crow Towers, give it a closer order. It is a dangerous thing to do if they artillery you. Your Crow Towers just are not very well armoured at all. And there's a T-72B1 just coming forward there, spotted by my Marine Jaegers, and I think my K1s have been hit. Now my Leopard, luckily my Leopard is getting buffed up now with the VABs and the Commando Marines. And surely Foxtrot, oh, he's moving his Marines in now. There's some tanker Chasseurs there, but they're Marines should be able to take them out. More tanker Chasseurs here. Still don't know what these are. Are they choppers? They are choppers of some sort. K1's still alive. B5's coming in again. It's going to have a go at these Marines here. Again, the AA is, he's got Chaparral here. Oh, he's got some Stingers in the front. If the Stingers can... No, it's not going to go down this time. It's a shame. But they're still fairly well defended in here. They've got a 551 coming in. Oh, it's gone. Okay, a little tankette kind of thing. Now they've got some units in here now, so I bring forward my Marines. Now they're bringing in a B5 and it's a big bomber Su-24, and that's another Su-24, isn't it? Yeah, so huge bombing run there. I bet that was a B5 there as well, just to stop us pushing forward. I'm not sure if they killed a lot, but they certainly stunned us up a little bit. And there's some recon in Foxtrot there as well. Okay. So it looks like Killer's bringing in a bit of anti-air over there. Some more recon infantry from Pakistan. I'm just trying to creep forward a little bit here with my Commando Marines, and my K1 spots BTR. So just moves forward, gets a side shot, takes it out. Commando Marines. I don't know what happened to my recon here, but what I do bring in are these things, these foxes. I've got these foxes in because... Oh, there's a recon. I've got these foxes because they cost 10 points, these things. I'll show you them if we'll get one coming in. There we are. I mean, these things, you get loads and loads of them. Oh, they cost 20 points, sorry. They cost 20 points. They've got good optics. They can shoot at helicopters if they're in the forest or something like that. And you get about, I think you get about 12 or 15 of these things. Not the best optics, but with this deck, which is basically tanky and AAE, they can kind of move along up the front with the tanks, and if you lose one or two, it doesn't really matter too much. They cost less than most infantry recon. So another Smersh coming in, a couple of Smershes. Again, targeting, you know, unfortunately my Leopard gets away with, or fortunately my Leopard gets away with it. They've targeted my Vabs, which is probably a good thing because they don't cost anything. Oh, I've got a Tacom squad and a Leopard 2 in there now. So my K1 is guarding. We've got a little, I think that's a little tank over there. Oh, it's an AA. Oh, that's the AA that's been shooting at everything. Okay, okay. Yeah. Oh, now we can see what they are. AA choppers, aren't they? Yep, they're AA choppers on the left. Just getting rid of these recon in the trees here. Bringing up my foxes. 3 of them. 1 for here, 1 for over here, 1 for over this side. Trying to get my Mars resupplied. I've got my other Mars over there. And then we can push forward. And now this is the bombing run's coming in again. But now you can see, look, I've lined up my 3 Crotals. And I've got an AMX Roland. I bought these 3 Crotals, lined them all up in the trees, waiting for their bombers to come in again. And then they all fire together. And surely I take one out. At least one. Okay, I take one down. The other two, the 2 B5s still got away. Did bomb. I don't think I did too much damage, did they? Did they kill one of my Marines? I didn't actually notice. But you can see how quickly these Crotals fire because this one has unloaded everything. And this one's unloaded 3. And this one's unloaded 2. All within the time those aircraft were flying over. But I have got my recon in now, so hopefully we can spot them a bit quicker next time. But I do bring in, I think, a resupply chopper coming up here, just to resupply these Crotal on this tree line. Although they may well get targeted by their Smershes, so I'll probably be wiser to move them somewhere else, to be honest. I'm told to move my command tank to Delta, which is a good idea because we've got the TACOM squad here, so I do move it. Over, kind of try and get it onto Delta. Yeah, and the Smershes come in. I would have thought they would have targeted my Crotals, but they actually target the trees again. So I've got a Leopard 2A4 here now, and a K1, which spots some BTRs coming down here. I'm hoping they're full of infantry. And we are getting on. I don't think they thought we were this close, because there's a BM24 sitting there as well, which shouldn't really be that close to the front line. Yeah, got infantry in. Yucky on days. So we'll cut this off now, so hopefully he can move his Marines in quite soon and take the north of Foxtrot. So my command choppers managed to come in to resupply my Crotals, and my Leopard 2's heading over to Delta to neutralise that. In the meantime, Killer is kind of just playing a bit of a cat and mouse game on this side against this guy. Now, the Spetsnaz Grus have come forward. I'm not sure why they did that. They might have been getting a bit impatient. But these Commando Marines can certainly deal with them. Although the Norov does open up on them once these Grus spot them. And then the Leopard 2 should be able to take them out. Close range, nice. 30. And those Commando Marines disappear from sight of the Norov. And the Leopard 2 is going to get a neutralised Delta. I'm not sure what I bought in this little XA-180. Probably just some more Marines. Still got my Mars sitting back here. Bringing in another Crotal. That would be 4 Crotals. Now I'll bring one of my Crotals forward. A bit closer proximity to hopefully stun or even kill if they attack with those B5s again. And as I thought he might, Pakistan has moved in with his Marines on the left. And we should soon have control, I'm hoping, of Foxtrot, and hopefully we'll soon be neutralised Delta as well. But you can see, as I suspected, these like destruction games are a little bit snipey. You can't like take too many risks like you can when you play Total Destruction with a long time limit, whereby you're just basically trying to destroy the enemy completely. Yeah, with points like 6,000, then you have to be a lot more careful. Of course, you could play Conquest. Now, this Crotal must have shot something I didn't notice. It might have been those choppers that were actually sitting over here. I'm not sure. But he's out of ammo, so he needs to come back. So I swap him for this Crotal. And just as I do that, B5's come back in on a bombing run. They're going to have a go at this town. Looks like Pakistan has got the CV out of here. And they're going to bomb the hell out of him now, just to spite him. Crotal's managed to get a shot off, but they're not really in the best position to attack down this when the planes are coming down this line. And Pakistan himself hasn't got a lot of AA. In fact, he's only got this Crotal and a couple of lad stingers sitting there. That's all he's got. Anyway, my chopper comes in to resupply my crotales. I put that crotal nice and forward. Got another crotal coming in as well, so I've got 4 crotals there now. And it looks like that Killer, has he managed to destroy the command in Alpha? Must have done. And I've just taken out a truck there with my Leopard probably. And I'm moving forward now, so I'm starting to move forward. And I spot this BM24. I thought, well, we'll have a go. We'll move forward. We must be right on top of them if they're starting to stick their BM24s in the front line. And then my Leopard takes a hit from quite a big couple of tanks here, and then a side shot from something over there. So that was a bit cavalier of me, and you can see what it's like with these games. You move forward out into the open, side shot, front, a couple of front shots and a side shot took my tank out. I do get my Fox forward and spots this thing coming down here, so I've got to be careful with this Roland. I've got my Marines here to protect the Fox, and I've got some more units coming in here, and I've still got my K1, and that's actually shooting at the Lijuans, is it? Or is it shooting at this thing? Not sure, we'll soon find out. Oh, it was shooting at that. Oh, 2 T80s. Oh, took out my recon there. So it's 2 T80s is what is there. Now what I need to do is get these Commando Marines at the back of them and get some back shots, so stroke side shots. I've got some, oh, it's FSKs with the Erics. Oh, the Erics is very effective. Up close. Takes one of the T80s out, straight in the face. This thing has got immense AP power, 25. Did take a hit, lost half the units, but managed, oh, and they're running. They're running, and the FSKs are going to go after them. So I've got 2 Crotels very close to the front now. Now if they come back with their B1s, B5s, they're going to be in trouble. I've got another Crotal sitting back there. Have we lost one Crotal somewhere? I think it might be sitting under that chopper. And then another tank goes down. Then here come the B5s. Now I've got these 2 Crotels much closer, so I'm hoping we might be able to take something out here. And there's a Hemp there resupplying. But we still don't manage to take one out. Don't think. As the Smershes rain again. Now I'll bring my 3rd Crotal into close order at the front line. Still got my AMX back there. Tempted to put my Marines forward, but I'm thinking they must have a lot of infantry in there. But I'll just quickly go to neutral, see what they have actually got. In fact, they've got bugger all. I could have just gone forward, but they have got loads here. It looks like they put up a kind of final stand here for their base by the looks of it. But we can't see that, of course. So as you were a little bit on the right. BTR coming across on the left. Hopefully I'll spot that and attack it with my Leopard. I'm not sure if I spot it. In fact, the Fox is going to take a pop at it with its Raden. Which isn't that accurate by the looks of it. Oh, there we go. Nice. Okay. Now I'm putting another 2 Crotals there. So, wow. At this stage, I was basically really determined to take down those B5s because they were pissing me off. And in fact, Pakistan has moved right forward. We know there's a lot of loot units in here. He's dumped a whole bunch of Marines and Rangers in there to give them a vision. Give them vision, rather. And I should really have gone forward a little bit with my K1 to support him. Now, here come the B5s. I've got 3 Crotals lined up. And I've got my AMX Roland. So I'm really hoping to take at least one of these planes out this time. This Su-24 has got to come closer. Surely. Yeah, managed to get the Su-24. The B5 gets away yet again. And basically takes out his Marines, but misses all my Crotals, luckily. They live to fight another day. And I've got these other 2. I've got 4 more Crotals. 6 Crotals. Now, you might think I'm overdoing the AA a little bit, but if they come back again, they're definitely going to get shot down. So it's looking pretty good for us at this stage. Got a nice lead. Don't know where those leash ran. They must have been in there all the time. So it looks like 10 seconds left. It looks like I think they might have quit at the end here. I'm not sure. Oh no, the time ran out. Of course it did. How stupid of me. So there we go. The time's run out and a victory. So I was quite pleased with that because I don't play a lot of point destruction games. So I was quite pleased with how I played that. I didn't kind of rush forward too much like I normally do in total destruction games. Killer played decently on the right, and Pakistan did really well after a shaky start on the left, and I was kind of turtling a little bit in the middle, supporting with my anti-air and the odd tank here and there. These guys did really well. I mean, they did have Vlad the Impaler at the start, who kind of lost quite a lot of points. So they, that was difficult for them for the first kind of 5 or 10 minutes until he quit. Then they did really, really well for the rest of the game. So it's a shame that in these destruction games, shame the time was on 40 minutes almost, because it didn't quite allow us to get to their base and finish them off, which is something I always like to do, or like to have done to me. I mean, I'll never quit a game until someone actually destroys me, or I destroy them if I've got enough time. But yeah, enjoyable game. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do, of course, as always, give me a comment if you fancy it. Like the video, it helps a lot, and subscribe if you want to see more. Thanks for watching. See you next time.